In the vastness of the universe, where the heavens and the earth were created by the will of Allah, mankind was given the greatest gift, the Quran, a divine guide that would illuminate the path of righteousness and lead humanity towards eternal success. At the heart of this divine book lies Surah Al Fatiha, the very first chapter, known as the opening. It is a chapter that holds immense power, not just in its words, but in its meaning and spiritual depth. It is recited by millions of Muslims around the world in every unit of prayer, making it the most frequently recited chapter in human history. In the darkness of ignorance and oppression, Allah revealed this surah as a light and mercy for the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his followers. It became the essence of prayer and a direct conversation between the servant and his Creator. Surah Al Fatiha consists of 7 powerful verses that encapsulate the core message of the Quran. Each verse carries deep wisdom and a profound connection between the servant and Allah. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. This verse reminds mankind that Allah's mercy is infinite and He is the source of all blessings. All praise is due to Allah, the Lord of all worlds. It acknowledges that Allah is the creator and sustainer of everything that exists in the heavens and the earth, the most gracious, the most merciful. This repeats Allah's mercy, showing that no matter how sinful a person is, Allah's mercy always outweighs His wrath. Master of the Day of Judgment. A reminder that every soul will one day stand before Allah and be held accountable for their deeds. You alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help. This verse emphasizes the concept of Tawheed, the oneness of Allah, and complete reliance on Him. Guide us to the straight path. A sincere dua, supplication, asking Allah to keep us on the path of truth and righteousness. The path of those whom you have blessed, not of those who earned your anger, nor of those who went astray. Seeking guidance to follow the righteous and avoid the path of those who disobeyed Allah's commands. One day, the companions of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, were traveling when they encountered a tribe whose leader was bitten by a poisonous creature. The companions recited Surah Al Fatiha over the man, and by the will of Allah, he was healed instantly. When they returned to the Prophet, peace be upon him, and informed him of what had happened, the Prophet smiled and said, "How did you know that it is a cure?" This event showed that Surah Al Fatiha is not only a spiritual guide, but also a healing for the body and soul. Surah Al Fatiha is often described as a direct conversation between the servant and Allah. When a Muslim recites this surah in prayer, Allah responds to every verse. When the servant says, "All praise is due to Allah, the Lord of all worlds," Allah replies, "My servant has praised me." When the servant says, "You alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help," Allah responds, "This is between me and my servant will have what he asks for." During the miraculous journey of Isra and Miraj, the night journey, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, ascended to the heavens. It was during this journey that Allah gifted him 2 things. 1. The 5 daily prayers. 2. Surah Al Fatiha. This shows the greatness and significance of this surah in the eyes of Allah. From the time of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to this day, Surah Al Fatiha continues to be recited by millions of Muslims around the world. It is the first surah memorized by children, the first surah recited in prayer, and the first surah that opens the heart of a new Muslim who accepts Islam. Surah Al Fatiha is a reminder that Allah is always near, always listening, and always ready to guide those who seek Him. It is more than just words. It is a divine message of hope, mercy, and guidance. It is the core of our connection with Allah and the essence of every prayer. Through its 7 verses, we find the strength to walk on the straight path, seek Allah's help, and ultimately strive for success in this world and the hereafter.